Will screenwriters ever learn? Apparently not. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for another top 10 worst movie plot twists.
I apologize to the people of Los Angeles. My behavior has been improper and I accept the consequences.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at even more movies that tried to shock and surprise us with a narrative left turn, but failed to achieve the desired effect, leaving us rather bewildered or simply underwhelmed.
Let me ask you something. You go looking for trouble, or does it always just seem to find you?
We will avoid story reveals such as the Dawn of Justice Martha fiasco, since they are not twists that change the plot or outcome of the film. If you don't see any of your favorites here, make sure to check out our first list on this subject. Also, obvious warning, but major spoilers ahead.
You got a problem with that?
Number 10, Killer X, The Girl on the Train. Marketed as the next Gone Girl, The Girl on the Train was a whodunit thriller masquerading as a psychological drama, but unfortunately, it did not live up to the hype generated by the novel it was based on. It was a story about addiction, obsession, and an untrustworthy narrator mixed up with a murder mystery. While that worked great on the page, the film adaptation does woefully little with these juicy themes. What it did do, however, was fail to make the telegraphed big reveal of the killer's identity either surprising or satisfying for viewers.
What's going on?
Don't worry about it.
The only shocking twist was a literal one, involving a corkscrew. Number 9, The Good Guy is the Bad Guy, A Good Day to Die Hard. Die Hard films are always good for a twist, usually in the villain's plans. A solid twist is a surprise that you savor, something that adds to the plot. It should not, however, leave you feeling duped, which is surely what both cinemagoers and John McClane felt when it came time for this big reveal. Apparently, the Russian whistleblower that he and his CIA agent son have been trying to protect is in fact the bad guy.
Really?
It's a convoluted plot in which everyone seems to be corrupt, so it lacks any real weight to it.
What a shame your father won't be alive to see you promoted.
Neither will you.
You can't help but feel frustrated that McClane had been wasting his time, and by extension, so have you. Number 8, it was Aliens? The Forgotten. The Forgotten is a bizarre little sci-fi psychological thriller about a woman who is accused of making up her memories about her deceased son. She's told she's delusional, but ends up finding another victim whose memories of his daughter were erased. Learning that this is part of an experiment conducted by a mysterious group known only as Them, they rush to escape mysterious agents, lights in the sky that blow roofs off, and imagery that is clearly UFO related.
You need to.
We are dying to find out who is responsible, and the big twist is that this was an experiment to see if a parent-child bond can be broken. But by whom exactly, and why? Them. Just them.
This is insane.
The mystery is left unanswered, and audience underwhelmed. Number 7, Ravings of a Castaway, Life of Pi. Life of Pi has another somewhat open-ended twist ending that had a better execution in novel form than on screen. After his rescue, Pi recounts his unbelievable story of survival, which includes spending many months on a boat with a tiger and other exotic animals. He then hints that he may have invented all the fantastical elements and animals because the truth was too gruesome and depressing.
But I have to believe there was more in his eyes than my own reflection staring back at me.
We get the theme about storytelling and trusting your narrator, but after sitting through a beautiful visual spectacle, no one wants to be told that it might have been imaginary. Number 6, Doris Ain't So Innocent, Ouija. Not to be confused with its infinitely superior prequel, Ouija Origin of Evil, this 2014 film is pretty weak, even by modern horror standards, and the indifferent twist ending does not help.
Is there a presence here among us?
Trying to solve the mystery surrounding her house's past, which involves a Ouija board, our heroine Lane attempts to free the spirit of a girl and stop the madness. Only at the end of the film, however, after Lane has succeeded, do we find that the seemingly friendly ghost, Doris, was in fact the demonic one, and that the terrifying mother was trying to warn them. Okay, but substituting one creepy spirit for another doesn't exactly make for a memorable ending. Number 5, Mary Saves the Day, Hancock. While it starts out as an entertaining riff on the superhero genre, showing the consequences of the destruction so often left behind by Caped Crusaders, this film devolves into a weird origin story after the reveal that Mary is also a superhero, a twist that nobody really asked for. The audience is expected to believe that the wife of the random person Hancock saved and invited into his home is not only another superhero, but the only other remaining immortal of Hancock's species.
Come on.
Oh, and she also used to be Hancock's wife before he lost his memory. Talk about convenient storytelling.
Oh, I see. Then everything is wrapped up in a neat little package.
Number 4, a member of the Eye, Now You See Me Too. Although a hit at the box office, moviegoers were not too pleased with the ridiculous twist at the end of the first film in the series. Planning to top its predecessor, Now You See Me Too reveals at the end that Morgan Freeman, among numerous other characters, were also part of the secret magicians organization, the Eye, all along. Not only does this feel like a rehash of the surprise twist from the previous film, it also complicates Mark Ruffalo's plans as another surprise member of the Eye, to frame Freeman and put him in jail.
How the hell did this happen?
Doesn't this organization know who their members are? If they did, it'd probably be easier to avoid all that wrongful imprisonment.
I'm sorry, I love you all.
Number 3, the origin of the skulls, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Fans were eagerly awaiting the return of the great adventurer Indiana Jones for years, but sadly, some felt that his comeback fell flat. The film was a huge box office hit, but many audience members and longtime fans balked at the twist ending. Although the Indiana Jones series has never shied away from supernatural elements, the reveal that the mysterious psychic skull belonged to interdimensional alien archaeologists left audiences more bemused than thrilled. Were aliens and UFOs too much for Indy? Or was everyone just annoyed at the atomic fridge sequence? Number 2, Plant Attack, The Happening. This list wouldn't be complete without a bit of M. Night Shyamalan.
I don't have any reason to disagree right now.
Although meant to be a purposefully over-the-top B-movie idea, the explanation behind The Happening was still beyond laughable. After Mark Wahlberg hams it up as a science professor, we are introduced to a world where normal people are suddenly killing themselves in violent ways. This is Shyamalan we're talking about, so a twist was to be expected, but the bizarre and ultra-violent set pieces did not prepare us for this odd reveal. The Earth's plants are rebelling against man and making us go crazy and suicidal.
What? No.
Thanks global warming. Number 1, Double Identity, High Tension. The trend of split personality twist endings was nearing its end by 2005 and had overstayed its welcome. Great for thrillers when used properly, it's not quite as effective in a slasher setting. Praised for its acting, design, and relentless pace, High Tension was beloved by many. However, most audiences flipped out over the final reveal, and not in a good way. We are meant to believe that the big, brutal, hulking killer chasing little frail Marie is... Marie herself?
Il est mort. Il est mort, c'est fini.
Mais qu'est-ce que tu dis? Mais tu dis n'importe quoi!
Raising more questions than it answers, this confusing twist requires way too much suspension of disbelief to accept.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.